Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we spill the tea on building your dream business and living life on your terms. Today, we're tackling a juicy topic: why people fail in business. Spoiler alert, it's not just bad luck or a cursed idea. We're diving deep into the biggest reasons businesses crash and burn, and trust me, this is gonna save you some serious headaches. Plus, we've got epic stories of entrepreneurs who failed hard but bounced back to build empires. So, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's figure out how to dodge these business traps. Oh, and stick around to the end for a game plan to make your business bulletproof. Let's kick things off with some real talk. Starting a business is like jumping into a wild adventure. It's exciting, but it's also risky. Did you know that half of all businesses don't make it past 5 years? Yikes, but here's the thing. Failure isn't always because of a terrible product or no customers. Most businesses fail because of mistakes that are totally avoidable. Think of it like baking a cake. If you skip the sugar or forget to preheat the oven, you're not getting a cake. You're getting a sad, lumpy mess. Business is the same. Skip the key ingredients, and your dream goes poof. Today, we're breaking down the top 5 reasons people fail in business. And don't worry, we're keeping it fun and dropping stories of entrepreneurs who turned their flops into massive wins. Before we dive in, let's clear one thing up. Failure isn't the end. It's like falling off a bike. You get back on, maybe with a few bruises, but you're smarter for it. The entrepreneurs we'll talk about today failed big time, but they learned, adapted, and built businesses that changed the game. So, let's unpack why businesses fail and how you can stay on the winning side. Alright, let's get into the meat of this video. The 5 biggest reasons businesses go belly up. These are the traps that trip up even the most passionate entrepreneurs. But don't worry, I'm also sharing how to dodge them. Plus stories of rockstar entrepreneurs who fell into these traps but climbed out stronger. Let's go! First up, not having a plan. Starting a business without a plan is like going on a road trip with no map, no GPS, and half a tank of gas. You might have a blast for a while, but you're probably getting lost. A business plan doesn't have to be a 50-page novel. It's just a roadmap. What's your product? Who's your customer? How are you making money? Without a plan, you're guessing, and guessing leads to mistakes. I see so many people jump into business because they're excited, but excitement isn't enough. You need direction. Take Sara Blakely, the genius behind Spanx. Before she became a billionaire, Sara was selling fax machines door to door. She had an idea for shapewear but no clue how to start. Her first attempt, a total mess. She didn't know manufacturing or retail. But Sara didn't give up. She made a simple plan, prototype her product, pitch to stores, and learn as she went. That plan turned Spanx into a global brand. Sara's lesson? Even a basic plan beats winging it. Fix it. Write a 1-page plan. Answer: what do you sell? Who buys it? How will you reach them? Review it monthly to stay on track. Next up, running out of money. Cash is the lifeblood of your business. No cash, no business. It's that simple. A lot of entrepreneurs underestimate how much money they need or spend, like they're already millionaires. Fancy offices, pricey ads, or hiring too many people too soon can drain your bank account faster than you can say bankrupt. Check out Elon Musk. Before Tesla and SpaceX were household names, Elon was this close to losing everything. In 2008, both companies were bleeding cash. Elon had to pour his own money, millions, into keeping them alive. He even slept on friends' couches to save cash. His big lesson? Watch your money like a hawk. Elon cut unnecessary costs and focused on what mattered: building great products. Today, Tesla's worth over $1 trillion. Fix it. Track every penny. Use free tools like Wave for bookkeeping. Only spend on what grows your business. And always have a cash cushion for emergencies. Reason number 3, ignoring your customers. Your business exists to solve a problem for people. If you don't listen to what they want, they're not sticking around. I've seen entrepreneurs fall in love with their idea and refuse to change, even when customers are screaming, "This ain't it." Brian Chesky, co-founder of Airbnb, learned this the hard way. When Airbnb started, it was a flop. People weren't booking because the listings looked sketchy. Brian and his team could have said, "Our idea is perfect." Instead, they talked to users, found out what sucked, and fixed it. They improved photos, added reviews, and made the platform user-friendly. That customer focus turned Airbnb into a $100 billion company. Fix it. Talk to your customers. Use surveys, social media, or even DMs to ask what they love and hate. Then actually use their feedback to improve. Number 4. Weak marketing. A lot of people think if I build a great product, customers will magically show up. Nope. You could have the best coffee shop in town, but if nobody knows it exists, you're brewing coffee for ghosts. Marketing is how you tell the world you're awesome. Anik Singhal, the guy behind Learn, bombed his first online business because he didn't market it. He built a website, sat back, and crickets. After losing thousands, Anik studied marketing like his life depended on it. He learned email marketing, SEO, and social media ads. When he relaunched, his business exploded. Today, Learn teaches millions how to market online. All because Anik got serious about promotion. Fix it. Start small with marketing. Post on social media. Start an email list with MailChimp. Or run cheap ads on Instagram. Tell people why your business rocks. Last but not least, giving up too soon. Business is hard. You'll hit roadblocks, lose money, or feel like you're failing. But quitting at the first sign of trouble is a surefire way to lose. The most successful entrepreneurs stick it out, learn from mistakes, and keep pushing. Okay, J.K. Rowling isn't a traditional entrepreneur, but her story is pure gold. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers. 12. She was broke, raising a kid alone, and could have quit, but she believed in her story and kept submitting. That persistence landed her a deal, and now Harry Potter's worth billions. Her lesson? Keep going, even when it feels impossible. Fix it. Set small goals to stay motivated. Celebrate little wins, like your first sale or a happy customer. When you feel like quitting, remind yourself why you started. Let's take a quick break from the reasons for failure to dive deeper into some epic comeback stories. These entrepreneurs hit rock bottom, but used their failures to build businesses that changed the world. Their stories are proof that failure is just a stepping stone. First up, Walt Disney. Yep. The guy behind Mickey Mouse and Disneyland was once a total failure. In his 20s, Walt started an animation studio that went bankrupt. He couldn't pay his bills and had to shut it down. Most people would have called it quits. But Walt moved to Hollywood, started over, and created Mickey Mouse. That failure taught him to focus on quality and storytelling. Today, Disney's a multi-billion-dollar empire. Walt's big lesson? Use failure to fuel your next move. Next, Arianna Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post before she was a media queen. Arianna wrote a book that got rejected 36 times. 36! She could have thrown in the towel, but she kept pitching. Years later, she launched the Huffington Post, which became one of the biggest online news platforms. Arianna's failure taught her to ignore the haters and keep pushing. Her site sold for $315 million. Talk about a comeback. Last, Steve Jobs. The Apple guy got fired from Apple, his own company. In the 1980s, Apple's board kicked him out after a string of failed products. Steve could have retired, but he started Next, a new company, and kept innovating. When Apple brought him back, he launched the iPod, iPhone, and iPad, turning Apple into a trillion-dollar giant. Steve's failure taught him to stay creative and never stop learning. So, how do you avoid these failure traps? Here's your quick anti-failure game plan. Write a simple plan. Even a one-pager keeps you focused. 1. Track your money. Know where every dollar goes. 2. Listen to customers. Their feedback is your secret weapon. 3. Market like crazy. Tell the world why your business is awesome. 4. Stay tough. Push through the hard days. You've got this. Every entrepreneur we talked about today, Sarah, Elon, Brian, Anik, J.K. Walt, Arianna, Steve, faced failure but kept going. You can too. Start small, learn from mistakes, and build something unstoppable. All right, fam, we've unpacked why businesses fail and how to dodge those traps. Failure isn't a death sentence, it's a teacher. Whether you're inspired by Walt Disney's bankrupt to billionaire story or J.K. Rowling's rejection to riches journey, the message is clear: you can overcome setbacks and build a business that rocks. Here's your challenge. Pick one thing from this video to try this week. Maybe it's writing a quick business plan or asking a customer for feedback. Drop a comment below and tell me what you're working on. I read every single one. If this video fired you up, Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss our next vid. We're dropping more tips to help you crush it in business, so stay tuned. Until next time, keep hustling, keep learning, and let's build something legendary.